What's going on, everyone? Devin here, doing the windshield moldings on the 92 Civic hatch. The old ones blew off a long time ago. Well, just one of them on the driver's side blew off a long time ago, and I just hated looking at the orange clips running up the A-pillar on the driver's side, so I finally took them off and just ran with the top molding and the passenger molding for the longest time, and it's time to get a proper fix going. So that's what we're gonna do here. So we've got some Honda OEM windshield moldings here, left and right, and the top piece. We're gonna go ahead and get those installed. But first, I'll just show you how to prep for the new moldings. Once you peel these old moldings off, you're gonna have a lot of this black window sealant running all the way up there, and depending on how they did it, there's going to be globs of it. So I just used one of these with a fresh blade, went up here along the side of the molding and just ran it down flush with the glass, kind of like that. What you don't want to do is get your knife going that direction, so you really just want to stay flush with the glass as much as possible. You can go at a slight angle like that, but you don't want your knife going in and cutting that way, because then you're gonna cut the sealant and you risk poking into the other side on the interior of the car and losing your waterproof seal. You wanna just make sure that the old clips can get under the edge of the glass. So you can see where one of the old clips right here went into the windshield, the sealant. So there was one there and then another one there. They clip under the glass. You can kind of see like the thickness of the glass here. It's got like 2 score marks in it. So before I put the driver's side in, I'm actually gonna cut away a little bit more of the rubber sealant here. You can kind of see where the old clip went in here and here. Doesn't always exactly go in the same spot though, so I'm gonna try and get this rubber sealant out of the way. I've already kind of cut it there, but I need to pull this piece out and probably go beyond the 2 old marks just to be safe, but I just want to make it as easy as possible. This is one of those times where the prep work really does save your ass when you're doing it. All right, so I've trimmed this away a little bit. I'm just gonna pull this whole piece out here, like that. So I'm just gonna grab this whole thing and pull it out like that. See how much cleaner that is now that the glass is exposed. And you really only have to do it on either side of the purple, green, and yellow clips. Now you can see really the whole edge of the glass from bottom to top. So you really only needed to clean up that section on each clip, here and then here. So before you put the new clips in and the new moldings, especially along the top, you're gonna wanna clean out this channel here because it gets a lot of gunk in it. Once you run a razor blade down it, as you can see I've done here, we ran a blade all the way down the edge of the glass, just like on the sides. I got the old sealant out of there, but you're gonna wanna take your wire brush, get in this channel and just run it all the way along the top. Get any rust out and old flaked off paint and rubber and stuff like that. Just make it nice and clean for the new molding, because that top molding doesn't have any clips on it. It's just sort of like a friction fit. So it's got a little adhesive strip on it. If you look at it here, you can kind of see this lip right here will be the one going under the glass. And then there's this little adhesive strip here that will sort of help it stick to the flat edge of the glass here. But yeah, you wanna get that all cleaned out and ready to go before you just throw the new one in there. Give yourself the best chance possible of having it not fly off in the wind. So that's what you're trying to get here. and there's gonna be 3 of them that need to get under the glass. The other 4 go into the orange clips. There's 2 lips on every clip, the yellow, the green, and the purple. These red clips on here will go into the orange clips, the new orange clips on your windshield. So I just ordered some new clips here from Honda. They'll just go on just like this. Oh my God, yeah, like that. And then once you have them in, you slide them in. Make sure that this little clip pops in so that they don't back out on you. I just wanted to demonstrate how these green, yellow, and purple clips go in. They go in like this, about like that, right up under the lip of the glass. All the way up the side. So that's what you're going for. You wanna hear a click when you push down on them to make sure that those little lips are seated underneath the glass. So when you're doing this, grab your new molding, put the tail end of it first down in here like this, and line up the red clip with the orange, how it's gonna go in like that, and then rotate like that so that you can kind of get your clip started here. You're kind of pushing it against the glass first, and then you're gonna sort of rotate it down and clip it in all the way up. So just go along and make sure your clips are all lined up. Get the lip of the colored clips underneath the edge of the glass, and then you're just gonna rotate it all in. You're gonna hear like a clicking as these serrated edges of the red clips push into the orange ones, and you can kind of lock them in. So I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 hands and get this all in here. So I'm just taking a little metal hook and running it along the glass to pull the soft rubber piece out, just so that it's resting on top of the glass and not getting caught down underneath. Grab it from the top or the bottom. Just sort of get it out of the way, because that little rubber piece will get pinched in between the glass and those purple, yellow, and green clips. This rubber lip needs to stay on top of the glass, and when you're pushing it in, it wants to kind of submarine down under the edge, but you want to be able to, use one of these hooks or something like that to kind of just keep it from going underneath. Just make it right up on the top of that glass. Okay, so took a few minutes, but eventually got it in. Everything is sitting pretty flush with the window. You can see this guy here sitting flush nicely. If we go to the outside's sitting flush on the paint, which is what you want. Nice, all the way down. You just want to go down and, put some pressure on those red clip areas, the 4 of them. Once you've got that done, it sits pretty nice and flush. Looks pretty good. So yeah, you start with the sides, and then we'll go ahead and do the top after. I'll get the other side in here. Let's get this one installed. All right, well, that one was more difficult, but we've got it in. We're able to get the top to latch, so this doesn't pull up anymore. So that's good to go. Everything's good. One thing that you can do to test that you've got the inner clips latched under the glass is to grab the inside edge here. But you can just lift up and then go down. Lift up all the way along. Make sure that when you lift up, your seal isn't separating from the glass. like down here, there's nothing attaching it down here, but if it was doing this up here, you would know that your inside clip was not underneath the glass all the way. I just make sure on the outside that you're sitting nice and flush all the way down. This bottom one was still giving me trouble, so it's actually latched, but only halfway. So only one side of the red clip is inserted into the orange one. This upper side of the red clip will not latch into the orange one, but I'm okay with that. It's solid enough. It's not going anywhere. Looks really nice. All that's left is the top piece. We'll get that in. So with this top piece, there's this little adhesive strip here. You just want to pull this backer off like that, all the way down, and then we'll start slotting this in. Like that. Nice. With the backer off, you can see the foam adhesive strip. So that's gonna sit right up against the glass here. Ideally, I don't know. When I mocked it up, it didn't look like it was gonna quite make it. It should be okay. Anyway, we're going to slot our tabs in here, just like that. So you're gonna wanna slot one end in all the way, like that, and then just go right along, push it down in. I'm gonna go to the other side and make sure that the clearance is the same. Why is it so blurry? A little bit of a gap here, so I wanna make sure that that gap is gonna get taken up when I kinda squelch this in here. So we're here on the driver's side, just gonna go along and give this a nice pressure in here, get it all the way in. Then we'll swap to the other side here. You can see some of that gap's getting taken up already, but see if I can get a good angle here. Like that. Most of the gap got taken up. It's not perfect, but at least the other side's tight. I would probably just give her a push kind of this way, so that you're getting that adhesive strip a chance to get up against the glass. So interesting to notice, when you come up here, you can kind of see some white here where this roof was painted at some point. The gap between the seal and the little rain channels here, there's a little bit of a gap in there. It doesn't quite get taken up all the way by the new molding. Same with over here. That just comes down to how the windshield's installed, how square they get it when they install it. Because like you can see on this side, no gap really. This fits nice and flush. You can't see the end of the rain gutter. I think this windshield, when it was installed, was just slightly this way of center, and possibly just a minor degree angled when they installed it. That's probably why this molding was so hard to install, because the spacing was tighter. That one over there comparatively was quite easy. It all just comes down to who's installing your windshield. And I have no idea who installed this windshield, because it's been on the car since I bought it in, man, almost 10 years ago. I mean, it's a lot easier to put these moldings in when you're installing the windshield brand new, but my windshield's in great condition. There's no reason really for me to replace the windshield. Anyway, that's it. You've got your brand new moldings all the way around.